Hey everyone, this is Pete, and welcome back to Atari ST A to Z, a series of short playthroughs of Atari ST games, some which I grew up with and some which are new to me. Today is actually one of the latter. Today we're looking at Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles. This was a 1990 release from Imageworks, developed by Daisysoft and based on the popular Eastman and Laird property, which back in the 80s and 90s had to be renamed Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles in the UK because we weren't allowed to talk about ninjas, shuriken or any of that sort of thing. They were deemed too violent for children's entertainment. It was actually illegal to show nunchucks on screen, even in an 18-rated movie, so the TV series had numerous changes for the UK market, particularly when Michelangelo was on screen, as you might expect. This actually didn't just affect children's media either. The original release of 3D Realm's Shadow Warrior on PC had to replace the shuriken with darts, because those are much less violent things to throw at someone's jugular. But this ban was actually overturned while Shadow Warrior was on the market, so the shuriken were patched back in. Now, the ST version of Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles is actually an adaptation of Konami's NES game, which made a few people a bit upset at the time of its original release, because everyone was hoping for a conversion of the popular arcade machine, which was also by Konami. ST Format magazine, notoriously stingy, they panned the game after publisher Mirrorsoft refused to send them a review copy. ST Action, meanwhile, claimed that it was, quote, nothing special, but still rated it 78%, providing yet further evidence, if anyone needed, that people not having a clue what review scores meant has been a problem for a long time at this point. So I've actually got a boxed copy of this. This is not one I owned back in the day, but a little while back, a friend of mine had a bunch of Atari ST stuff to offload. And so he sent it to me. So I've got a copy of this now. So, there's the front, as I say. So what does it say on that sticker? Free inside, Panini Turtles stickers with an apostrophe, Turtles with an apostrophe, tattoos, so it's not even consistent in its misuse of apostrophes, and Turtles postcard. And on the back, fresh from the classic comics come Heroes in a Half Shell TM. The Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles TM are out to rescue lovely April O'Neil TM, who's been captured by Shredder TM, a maniac more menacing than an army of mind-altered Bruce Lees. But if they're to succeed, you must command the role of each turtle, one at a time of course, rumbling through 6 New York territories patrolled by ninjutsu warriors, blood descendants of the deadly Foot Clan TM. Along the way you'll encounter Mouser TM-infested sewers, criminally polluted rivers and villainous streets run by the terrorist team of Bebop TM and Rocksteady TM. To overcome these inhumane hazards, utilize your reptilian brain and map out strategies that will help you locate secret sewage passages. Also be sure to alternate your turtle identity throughout the mission, matching each turtle's strengths with those of the ever-changing enemy. So grab your nunchucks and prepare to put yourself in someone else's shell, because in this to-the-death adventure you'll control every leap, chop, slice and dice until you knock heads with Shredder and either splatter him senseless or get yourself turned into turtle soup. Alright, let's have a look inside. So inside here we actually have a big pile of discs. I don't think I've opened this up yet, but some of these definitely aren't discs for Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles. We have a what appears to be a disc from a public domain library that just says Util 144 Spectrum Emulator. Might be interesting to try. We have 3 discs for something called Steel Wizard and Atlantis. I don't know what that is. And then we have the actual disc for Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles. It looks like just one single disc for that. Probably a double-sided one. Doesn't actually say on it. And then we've got a very small little manual. So let's have a quick look at that. Oh, yes. We've got some copy protection in here, which is on these sort of weird brown pages here. And you might just be able to make that out on the camera, but if I get the light off it, you might just be able to see that there's sort of columns of codes in there. So that's designed to be super difficult to photocopy, but you can just about read it. So in order to play the game, it would ask you for one of those codes. So I need to make sure that I have this by my side when we play. So what else does it say in here? So the setup for the game itself. Only hours ago, April O'Neil was kidnapped from her mobile news van by the vile, ruthless terrorist bully Shredder. He's a slice-o-matic crumb, a villain more vicious than an army of mind-altered Bruce Lees. Yes, you used that one already. The fearless Forcer must concoct a way to rescue April before Shredder brainwashes her into joining his ninjutsu Foot Clan. They'll combine this treacherous task with the mission they've been on since their mutated beginnings, to thrash Shredder and capture his Life Transformer gun, the lone piece of technology that can turn their rat friend Splinter back into the man he used to be. Okay, So lots of instructions for different platforms, because this came out on a whole host of different things. So it came out on a variety of 8-bit computers as well as Atari ST and Amiga. So there's a save game function. That's quite nice. That it wasn't available on the Spectrum and Amstrad CPC versions, but was on Amiga, Atari ST, IBM PC and C64 from the sound of things. We've got a few controls. So you can move your turtle around, pause, turn on and off the music, change your weapons, special features. Okay, probably have to read this before I actually start to play it. The Turtles, not to be confused with the Beatles. The Fab Four of Karatedom await your beck and call. These jamming dudes, stars of stage, screen and comic books, are pumped full of pizza power. Each has a different skill and a unique personality. You must decide when is the best time to control each turtle. Return to the info screen to switch turtles from situation to situation. Okay. How do you get to the info screen? That's not one I saw. During play, you can return to the info screen by pressing the return key. This is crucial to remember. I will try and remember that. Okay, and that's about it. Aside from a piracy warning at the back that you probably can't see because the light's reflecting on it too much. But anyway, piracy is theft, don't you know? Not that anyone paid any attention to that in the Atari era, and indeed today. Anyway, let's go play Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles. Okay, here we are with Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles for Atari ST. Beginning with the copy protection, which, lest you forget, I have to decipher from these pages that you probably can't see anything on, but yeah, I have to figure out 16D using my failing eyesight. 16, I genuinely can't actually read that. 16 A B C D. Ow. It's one of those things that actually makes your eyes go a bit squiffy when you try and look at. 9 8 5 4. Oh, thank God for that. The perils of old games. I could have downloaded a cracked version like I often do on this, but since I actually do have the original version here, I'm running from an original disc this time, so will fool me, I guess. Licensed from Konami and produced by Probe. You'll notice how the music sort of vaguely resembles the Turtles theme, but is not actually the Turtles theme. Alright. Let's just see how this goes. Load save level? No! Because I've never played this before. Right, so as far as I'm aware in this, there are sort of two separate types of levels. You've got these top-down levels here. And then you have to make your way to various side-scrolling levels as well. Such as this one. So in these levels we can run, we can jump by pushing up, and we can attack. Isn't bad so far. I mean, obviously the movement is very, very jerky. It's not at all unusual for a game like this on the ST to look quite jerky because of the lack of things like hardware sprites and hardware scrolling. But at least the controls are actually being reasonably responsive, which is probably more important than there necessarily being a super stable frame rate. We can make it up there. They got a big jump on them. Someone is hurling shuriken at me. Those are illegal, don't you know? Oh, there's pizza up there. I believe that restores health. Oh, if you attack in mid-jump, that stops your jump. That's worth noting. Okay, where does this take us then? This takes us to another part of the city. Can we go in this building? No, we cannot. Can I switch to another turtle? The map shows your position on the ground. Let's go for a bit of Mikey. Not 100% sure what I'm supposed to actually be doing, but we can explore a bit. Hold on, is this not the level we just did? No, it is different. Can we crawl? No, you can't crawl. Gotta hop over that. Oh, there's April. Oh, it's a boss fight. I feel like Mikey might not be the optimum choice for this. Can you change in... You can change in mid-battle. Alright, let's have Don, because he's got a nice long reach. Give it the old hit and run strategy. Damage boost through. And leap. Look at that ass. I mean, we all know April O'Neil's hot, but... I mean, come on now. Let's go back to Leo for a bit. Oh, you can go inside this building. Those things are quite difficult to hit. Could do with some of those special weapons. I feel like they'd be quite helpful right now. Are you dead, or are you just... Okay, so you take 2 hits. You take 2 hits as well, and are nigh impossible to hit. Let's switch to someone else before Leo dies. Not tried Raphael yet. Ooh, we can get Leo some health back. That's what we want. Not much health back, but it's some. See, strategic. Oh, okay, right, I get it. So some of the turtles have... When they say the turtles have different skills, what they basically mean is that they're strong against certain enemies. So Raph took down those horrible hanging things in 1 hit, whereas it took Leo 2 to do that. So that's something you're just gonna have to learn, I think, because it's not... It doesn't necessarily make sense. Oh no, you still took 2 hits. Forget everything I just said. Why can I not? There we go. Alright, so there appears to be absolutely nothing of any note whatsoever in there. Does that map tell us where we need to go? Nothing blinking or anything like that. It does show you where, like, the enterable locations are, though. So there's some more sewers there. Okay, so that's where we came from before. So I guess the sewers must take you from area to area in the city, from the look of things. What is this? Oh, is this like invincibility or something? It certainly seems that way. Smash! I'm Sonic the Hedgehog, me. So, nothing really going on down here. You know what? There's more than a touch of Castlevania 2 about this. In terms of structure. Instead of exploring and the game not telling you anything. Very reminiscent of Simon's Quest. Which is not surprising considering they're both Konami games. But I guess I just wasn't expecting that or making that connection. I've never played the NES version of this. But it makes sense for them there to be a bit of Castlevania DNA in there. It's the same that the movement and the scrolling is a bit janky. Because aside from that, the presentation of the game is actually quite nice. So it's got some vaguely decent sound effects. The music's pretty good. The sprite work's pretty nice. I don't know. It's not bad. I like I said, I remember the bad reviews for this back in the day. But most of them were just bad reviews because this wasn't the coin-op, a conversion of the arcade game. And that came later, and as I recall, ended up being not great in its own right, but given the rather variable quality of arcade conversions on home computer platforms at the time, particularly when you're talking about arcade hardware that... Oh, let's switch to Dawn again. Particularly when you're dealing with arcade hardware that is sort of specialising in throwing big sprites around and that sort of thing. In many instances, it would have probably been preferable to have a game based on a franchise that was unique to the home. April! Bombs are set in the lake. Find the entrance. You have my support. What has happened to your skin? Are you a zombie? Ooh, new level. Decompacting. Please wait. Oh, you don't get all your health back between levels. That's a bit harsh. Well, let's see how we get on. Yeah, I'm actually having a better time with this than I expected. Uh-oh. You don't look like fun. I haven't found any of those special weapons yet. I feel like this is a situation where they would probably be quite useful. That seems to be the strategy. Wait for him to approach, strike him once, jump over the top. I'm still taking damage though. As long as I damage him more quickly than he's damaging me, that's the important thing. Old bosses do make me laugh. I mean, obviously there's some games out there with absolutely beautiful mechanical design on their boss fights, even from this era. And then you get stuff like this, and it's like, well, it's not exactly Dark Souls, is it? Pizza! Yeah, like I say, although the frame rate is pretty ass, the actual responsiveness of the controls is fine, which is good. Oh, I don't want to fight you again. So I'm not going to. Oh, I have to. I have to, do I? Well then. You come all the way over here. Give me some time to... You get out of here, because you're just causing trouble. And I think it might be time for the old switcheroo! Oh, no, that's switching to the same character. Everyone said the controls are responsive. Not in that menu. Not in that menu, they're not. Oh, Don doesn't have much life either. Die! Nimble switch out just as the shuriken's about to hit him in the face. When you duck, you don't actually duck low enough to duck underneath those projectiles. That's a little bit dumb. Can jump over them though, that's good. Alright, let's get Don some health back. Perfect. Climb the ladder. Thank you. Okay, maybe the controls aren't quite as responsive as I initially gave them credit for. I guess that's a bomb then. Oh, Mikey, you got this. Except maybe you haven't. Let's just switch you out for a sec, shall we? And bring on Don. Now he's got full health. Some bombs are still left. Hurry up. I'm doing my best, April. There's another one. It's actually quite a bit more forgiving than I was expecting as well. I know there's certain parts of the NES version that are sort of notoriously difficult, and isn't there a bit that's literally impossible to finish as well? Or something like that? I don't know. Like I say, I don't know the NES version, but I know there's certain aspects of it are a bit notorious. Of course the plant life hurts you, because of course it does. Doesn't actually hurt you that much though, so you can pretty much damage boost your way through the whole thing. Oh, there's a bomb over there first. Oh, only 15 seconds left. That looks more than 6 seconds away. Can I make it? Come on. Hurry up. Hurry. Oh no, don't get caught in the thing. Oh. It's only bogus, dude. The bomb blew up the dam. Game over. That's a tight time limit. Oh dear. Yeah, I don't hate that. I don't hate that. And that's probably the highest praise that game's had for quite a long time. Yeah, not awful at all. Not awful at all. I was expecting that to be barely playable, but I say outside of the sort of technical issues, perfectly competent. Perfectly competent and playable, even. I would have probably been quite happy with that if I received that as a kid. I did not. But I think I would have enjoyed that. I would have found a way to have fun with that. So there we go. That is Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles for Atari ST. As always, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again next time.